So you want to be more persuasive and more influential, and you're interested in meeting the needs of customers, fans, and followers and doing it in a way that truly speaks to them? Hi, I am Andrea Flores, and today I'm going to show you 10 psychological theories of influence and persuasion. The first one is amplification hypothesis. To persuade another person, you have to align your project attitude with theirs. If you are not aligned, you will only add to create resistance. For example, if you want to persuade your mom to read some book, when she states opposite belief, you have to show a back agreement. When she starts to state better belief, you will become more confirmatory. The second one is conversion theory. If you're in a minority, don't worry. Find others who are like-minded and teach them to be straightforward and consistent. And develop clear messages that position yourself as the voice of reason. For example, an extremist group holds regular demonstrations against the local government, but does this peacefully, engaging people passing by in a reasonable and persuasive conversation, getting them sign a petition and maybe come along the next meeting. The third one is information manipulation theory. You can also persuade by omitting information, telling untruth, going off the subject and confusing the other person, using excuses, and being economical with the truth. For example, if your parents don't let you go to a party, you can tell them that you will meet some friend that is going to move to another country and it will be the last time you see him. The fourth one is priming. You can be influenced by stimuli that affect your perceived short-term thoughts and actions. For example, if you eat one French fry, you will want the second one more than you want the first one. The fifth one is reciprocity norm. This is a very common social norm which says that if I gave you something or help you in any way, you're obligated to return the favor. For example, a salesperson giving a freebie to a potential customer, hoping that it will lead them to return the favor by purchasing something. The sixth one is the scarcity principle. If something becomes scarce, we anticipate possible regret that we did not acquire it, and so we desire it more. This desire is increased further if we think someone else might get it, and hence gain social position that we might have had. For example, the scarcity principle is used in sales, with sales in today, scarcity of time, and will stock less, scarcity of product. The next one is a sleeper effect. You have to make the message more dramatic than the delivery. Once the message catches on, the source may be safely forgotten. For example, I was going to races and our friend who knows a little about horses wrote down the name of 3 horses of which he had heard. When I pulled out the piece of paper, I forgot who wrote it, but noticed that one of the horses had won. I consequently bet on all of the other horses, and I didn't win. The next one is social influence. Social influence is the change in behavior that someone causes in another, unintentionally or intentionally, as a result of the way the changed person perceives themselves in a relationship to the influencer, other people, and society in general. Here is an example. When Kara was Camila's friend, she always acted like she, just like being the good girl, but when she started hanging out with Ludwika, she started to be as crazy as Ludwika. Now, Yale attitude change approach. A Yale University multi-year, multi-project research into persuasive communication showed who, as the source of communication, says what as the nature of communication to whom as the nature of the audience. For example, watch politicians. They do this wonderfully well. They look great. They talk through the other side's argument, making it first seem reasonable and then highlighting all their problems. It all seems just to be common sense spoken by a really nice person. And finally, the last one is ultimate terms. There are words we have a special meaning within each culture and carry power where they are used, such as God, devil, and charisma terms. Thanks for watching.